In this episode, we are going to delve into some groundbreaking news that places XRP in a position to become the potential future of digital currency in Europe. A lot of people have been talking about the fact that the European Union is on board with the idea of fixing the value of XRP at an amazing $60,000 per. The large volumes of transactions that are anticipated to travel through this channel are the target of this move, which tries to streamline them. The topic of discussion for today is how XRP, a digital asset that is well known to retail investors in the United States, may potentially become the digital euro. This would be an even more exciting development since it would serve as the foundation for all transactions that take place between the euro and other digital currencies. Greetings, members of the Money Side family, and thank you for visiting your go-to location for breaking news on XRP. Before we get into the specifics of today's great updates, I would want to make a small request for that favor. Show your support for us if you enjoy the stuff that we provide. In order to become a member of our wonderful community, you should give that like button a good smash, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. Congratulations! In addition, I have some really wonderful news. Just as we are getting close to reaching the 60,000 subscriber milestone, we are getting ready to host a magnificent XRP giveaway. The participation process is really simple and only requires 3 steps. You won't want to miss out on this opportunity, so make sure you stay tuned for further information. It is also important to remember to include the hashtag MoneySide in your comments in order to guarantee that you will be considered for the contest. A visionary who is responsible for Ripple Labs. It was Larsson who threw some light on this groundbreaking concept. The fact that XRP is well positioned to become the universal bridge currency was stressed by him. One of the most exciting aspects of this is the adaptability it provides. Because Ripple's XRP may be leveraged with any digital currency, including the dollar, the yen, or the euro, there is no need to move to a new digital currency. XRP was developed with the intention of serving as the medium via which these transactions are carried out. Imagine being able to change a digital euro into XRP and subsequently into USD without any inconvenience. XRP is used as that bridge. Ripple has received praise from the Digital Euro Association, and Forbes has hinted at a potential price tag of $60,000 for XRP. These are just some of the many things that might be unpacked in this episode. The French Central Bank has indicated that XRP will serve as the basis for the digital euro. Here and now, we are discussing all of this explosive information that has come to light. Permit me to delve into the specifics. One of the goals that Bitcoin aimed to accomplish was to create a new currency that did not rely on any central banks. To put it another way, Bitcoin may be thought of as a form of value storage. To put it simply, Ripple is an entirely other concept. We are utilizing the same revolutionary technology, but we are doing so in order to construct a value exchange or value web that is not dependent on any particular currency. In other words, if you want to utilize Ripple, you do not need to switch to a different virtual currency. You are free to use it with any currency you like, including dollars, euros, yuan, real. Additionally, Ripple is equipped with a mathematically based money that is comparable to Bitcoin, although its primary purpose is to act as an enabler. As a result, we believe that the majority of individuals will utilize Ripple by utilizing their existing assets of value, such as dollars, euros, or yen. A tremendous amount of work is being made toward the introduction of the digital euro, particularly through collaboration with Ripple, and this progress is occurring at a rate that is faster than ever before. Surprisingly, a breakthrough in software development has arisen within the previous few days, literally less than 3 days ago. This revelation is quite remarkable. This innovation makes it possible to execute digital euro transactions offline on devices that are now available, guaranteeing that they are accessible to a large number of people. The fact that this development has taken place is evidence of how near the digital euro is to being a feasible option, with Ripple Labs being an essential component in the progress of its development. Ripple has just been praised by the Digital Euro Association for its achievements, and this progress is precisely why in the first place. In the meantime, in the middle of these changes, the price of XRP has begun to experience volatility that are particularly uncommon. As these moves occur simultaneously with the improvements in the digital euro and Ripple's prominent role, they are attracting the attention of investors as well as enthusiasts all over the world. A lot of people have been talking about the recent price abnormalities that have been occurring with XRP, and many of them have suggested that these are not just simple errors On the other hand, there is a theory that these huge price jumps are being caused by the increased activity and volume on the XRP ledger. A massive increase in the value of XRP occurred just 3 days ago when it reached an astounding $42,440, making it the third greatest surge in the history of the cryptocurrency. Jack the Rippler, a famous member in the community, provided light on this phenomena by pointing out that the price of XRP soared past $5,700 in one of the most unexpected turns. Meanwhile, a new challenger, the crypto trading fund token, skyrocketed to $267 on the XRP ledger without any hitch after the launch of the cryptocurrency. For the benefit of those who are not familiar with it, the crypto trading fund token has rapidly emerged as a central figure in the entire cryptocurrency industry. Within a span of just 6 days, it rose to the top of the XRP ledger, becoming the token with the most profound significance. Even before its formal launch, which is greatly expected to take place in less than 3 days, this climb to popularity has already established itself. The current pre-sale period gives early investors with a fantastic opportunity, particularly when taking into consideration the token's restricted quantity of $120 million. As predicted by Jack the Rippler, this scarcity serves as a signal to the possibility of a supply shock following the pre-sale. Jack the Rippler estimates that prices might soon surge to more than $267. He cautioned that although some people might consider this to be merely another hiccup, it might actually be a defining moment in the process of producing new millionaires. Nevertheless, the significance of CA? Writing out your own study cannot be emphasized enough by any means. An unmistakable message is being driven home by the developing events. As the environment is undergoing change, the moment to take. In light of this, it is not surprising that Forbes published an estimate that placed the value of XRP at approximately $60,000, particularly considering the fact that the volume on the XRP ledger is continuing to increase. Think about the dynamics that are at play. It is necessary to pay gas fees for each and every transaction that takes place on the XRP ledger, whether it be a purchase, a sale, or a transfer. Due to the fact that these costs are exclusive to the XRP ecosystem, they result in the burning of XRP tokens, which essentially reduces the amount that is accessible. Please consider the following scenario. A surge in demand for XRP can be observed. As a result of its usefulness, central bank digital currencies, governments, and financial institutions are rapidly adopting XRP. At the same time, the utilization of the XRP ledger is increasing. This is because businesses such as the Crypto Trading Fund and others are choosing XRPL as their preferred cryptocurrency because of its much reduced gas fees. The broad use of the ledger is the driving force behind the considerable quantity of XRP that is burned to cover gas expenses as a result of the increased activity mentioned above. Because of the burn-off, the demand for XRP has increased significantly, while the supply of XRP has decreased. This has resulted in a higher valuation for each XRP token, which is necessary because of the burn-off. In essence, we are witnessing the possibility of a significant increase in the value of XRP, a trend that, despite the fact that it is developing over time, highlights the larger anticipation of XRP hitting the astounding threshold of $60,000. These projections of worth are more than simply a simple number. It indicates that demand, utility, and strategic scarcity have all come together in one place, drawing attention to the significant part that XRP plays in the ever-changing face of digital finance. As we look to the future, the intriguing narrative around XRP implies that those who are eager to capitalize on its predicted ascension may find it prudent to store up on XRP at this time. It is important to keep in mind that I am not a licensed financial counselor. The content that is displayed in these videos is solely intended for the purpose of providing amusement. Before making any decisions regarding their finances, I always recommend viewers to do their own study and seek the advice of professionals. Many thanks for taking the time to listen. I would appreciate it if you could give the video a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button.